What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. In this amazing world we live in, there's a lot of different cakes out there. And honestly, I like most of them. Birthday cake, chocolate cake, pound cake, coffee cake. I don't think I've ever found a cake I didn't like. Well, maybe carrot cake. Never had it, never gonna. But at the top of my list, man, has to be a cheesecake. Something about that buttery smooth texture, the way it melts in your mouth, the crust, woo, does something for your boy. And we already have a regular cheesecake recipe on this channel, but guys, I found a way to take it up to the next level. In this video, we'll be making Anabolic Oreo cheesecake. The same delicious creamy texture that you love about regular cheesecake with none of the guilt and a ton of added protein. If you've been looking for a delicious recipe that's gonna feed the whole family without making you question your very mortal existence, then look no further than this one, man. I'm telling you, she's a game changer. And if you have the RJF recipe book, link in description, it's been updated. So go get your updated copy, and if you do happen to get it, you're getting a book full of gold, man. All the high protein anabolic recipes. If you have a favorite food, there's a good chance there's a version of it in here, whether that's pizza, whether that's macaroni and cheese, ice cream. It's gonna keep you on track and not derail your diet, man. I'm telling you, this is the only tool you need. Grocery list, food planner, everything right here, right in your pocket, man. You get it one time, you get every future recipe for free. So if you guys are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! So first we're gonna grab a large mixing bowl, place it on a food scale, and start adding our ingredients in, man. First off, we need 448 grams of fat-free cream cheese. That ends up being exactly 2 of these blocks. So just slide those packages open and toss them down in there. Come on. Next up, we just need 124 grams of a vanilla-based whey protein powder. I'm using that Final Boss Cinnamon Toast Swirl, but it's sold out at the moment. It's basically like a collector's item, bud. If you get it, might wanna hold on to it. She'll be worth something someday. Just keep an eye on that scale and start measuring her out. Next up, we just need 340 grams of plain fat-free Greek yogurt. Keep this rich, keep it low in calorie, keep it high in protein. Once again, wash that scale and let her rip. And then finally for our mix, we're gonna add in 10 grams of vanilla extract, give her a little dab, and 30 grams of a 0-calorie sweetener. I prefer sucralose personally, but that's a judgment call I'll let you make on your own. At this point, we got everything for our cheesecake batter down in here. The only thing we're missing is the crust and the topping. What we need to do is mix this up. You can do it by hand with a whisk, but I got this fancy thing, so I'm just gonna let it mix with that, save a little bit of time. But trust me, this can be completely done by hand. I did the first one that way. Just drop her down in and go. And after our cheesecake filling is all mixed up, what we need to do is grab 2 bowls and a box of OREO cereal. This is gonna be our topping and our crust. So in one bowl, we're gonna weigh out 120 grams, and in the other, we're gonna weigh out 40 grams. The 120 gram one is for our crust. Get it right in there. And the 40 gram one is for our topping. Nice. Now the 120 gram one, I'm just gonna toss in a blender and blend it for a few seconds to make sure that it's ground up nice. But you can always just use your hands if you need to, man. You don't need all the fancy equipment. You can use what God gave you. And now I'm just gonna pour my crushed up Oreos down in a large mixing bowl, along with 170 more grams of fat-free Greek yogurt. And once it's in here, just go in and mix everything together until it's the same consistency. And once you got it mixed up, it should look like a little Oreo dough ball right here. So what we're gonna do is take an 8-inch springform cake pan. You can use a 9-inch if you want, or really any other pan, doesn't really matter. This one's just pretty. And hit it with nonstick. Then we'll just take our dough ball, put it right in the middle. Then we're just gonna use a spoon and slowly press on it and form it up into our bottom layer of crust. And once our crust is all formed to the bottom, we throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes to let it, you know, do its thing in there. Woo! I will see you guys here in a minute. And our crust is officially ready to go. Now I'm just gonna take my blended cheesecake filling and start dumping it right here on top. And once it's all in there, go in with a spoon and slowly just make a circular motion until it's the same height and evenly spread all in here. And then the final step, I have my remaining 40 grams of Oreo O's. I broke them up into smaller little pieces. That way it doesn't look exactly like cereal on top. And I'm just gonna go in and sprinkle them on the top of the cheesecake. the final step is to put this in the oven at 325 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. 30 is gonna be a little softer, but it all really depends on the strength of your oven. Once it's done in the oven, you wanna at least let it cool for 3 to 4 hours in the fridge before trying to eat it, but overnight really is the best, man. Take my word for it. Whoop, slide her in, set a timer. But luckily, we don't gotta wait on it because I have one already made. Let's go. And there we go, man. After letting her sit overnight, this is the finished product, Anabolic Oreo Cheesecake. Just to give you guys a rough idea, man, we're gonna do a cut test here. I'm gonna start right here and just get a little piece off of here. I'm like reverse cutting. This ain't no good. As long as my cut went good, let me peel this away. And, ooh. Baby. Might be a little hard to see, but this is so creamy in here and so soft. It's literally the same consistency as regular cheesecake, man. And the flavor, out of this world. But I ain't gotta tell you, man, I'm just gonna have to show you. If you made it this far into the video, smash that thumbs up button for me. And guys, I think it's time to pull up a chair, strap on the old feed bag, and try this thing together. You guys ready? Let's go. All right, guys, let's get this going. First off, shout out to my butt. I'm kidding. The new Final Boss Athletics joggers, man. FinalBossAthletics.com. The camo joggers, amazing. I'm gonna wear them in every video from now on, so if someone quote me on that. Unless I'm getting married or something and I'm in a tux. Other than that, I'm wearing these. Get a little bit of pre-vid energy. Final Boss Rocket Pop pre-workout, man. If you're getting ready to work out, you need some energy, 0 calories, some focus, better pump. This stuff does the trick. Or if you're just bored at home and you wanna get a little buzz. Woo, woo. Ah, great. Available at finalbossperformance.com. All the info's right here. So I'm actually gonna do 2 slices of cheesecake because the macros are so good. I can have 2. I mean, I can have the whole thing if I wanted to, but we'll get to that later. So pay attention to how smooth my fork just falls right through it. And then I don't know if you can just get a look at that, but if you tried the last cheesecake recipe I made, this one blows it out of the water, man. I'm getting better. 3, 2, 1, let go. I'm speechless. Seriously, the problem with so many of the protein cheesecake recipes I've tried in the past is that you don't get that same buttery, smooth consistency. But this, it's firm, it holds together, but it really like melts in your mouth. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. And then it's got the Oreo crust, the Oreo topping, and by using the cereal over the regular Oreos, we saved a lot of calories, we saved a lot of fat, we got more volume that way. That's why I like the Oreo O's for that reason. I mean, you can make this with regular Oreos, but you're gonna be adding a lot more calories. This way we get the best of both worlds. We keep it as tight and cohesive as we can without adding a ton of crap to it, but we still got the good flavor. We still crush that craving. And normally when I make cheesecakes, obviously you can cut them into like 8 pieces, which is, I don't recommend making the cheesecake and eating the whole thing. You can, but I wouldn't. But I would store the pieces in Tupperware, put them in the fridge, put them in the freezer, and just, it's quick grab and go snack. It's kind of like literally similar macros to a protein bar. Especially if you freeze them, they're super good and they'll keep a little longer that way. So just throwing some ideas out there. Well, no, every time I make a recipe on here, I tell you guys I think I found a new favorite, but at least for this week, this will be my favorite because I got that cheesecake, I got the rest of this cheesecake. I'm gonna be having cheesecake all week, man. Final bite, piece 1. Dang. Yeah. You gotta make this one, man. You gotta tag me on Instagram. I wanna see what you guys can come up with. And the thing is, you could really switch this cereal out for any other cereal. Make it Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Make it Fruity Pebble like a couple videos ago. I mean, the world's your oyster, man. I'm just trying to show you guys how to do the basics of it. You get the basics down, modify as you see fit. So in the entire recipe, if you made it exactly how I did it, what you end up with is, for the whole cheesecake, 1,812 calories, only 12 grams of fat, 196 grams of protein, 230 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber. If you split it into 8 pieces, which is what I recommend doing, you end up with 226 calories a slice, 1.5 grams of fat, 24.5 grams of protein, 29 grams of carbs, half a gram of fiber. So boom, 226 calories, 24.5 grams of protein, 1.5 fat. Like I said, it's like the same macros as a protein bar. A good protein bar you're gonna buy at a store. Not one of them Cliff bars or none of that goofy stuff, but like a good protein bar. It's like the same macros. So protein bar, slice of Oreo cheesecake. You decide. Son of a gun, this is good. If you'd have told me back when I started doing fitness years ago that I didn't have to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli, that I could eat foods I loved, like foods like cheesecake, foods like the Fruity Pebble donuts, the crazy stack of pancakes that came out in the last video, if I knew I could have, holy shit. on the white shirt too. Oh, if I'd have known I could have eaten like this and still seen results, I'd have been doing this years ago. If I'd have figured this out when I started YouTube 4 years ago, who knows where I'd be now, man. Cause I feel like this is a game changer. More people need to know about the anabolic diet and about these recipes, man, because this seriously, coming from a foodie, coming from a former binge eater, coming from someone that had no self-control, couldn't find anything I could stick to for longer than 12 weeks. Like this has changed my life. I'm consistently the leanest I've been. Like it's literally no effort for me to stay lean right now. I feel like somehow I'm eating more than I've ever eaten. I'm like building muscle. I'm not needing to take steroids to do it. And overall, I just feel incredible. And half the battle is that relationship you have with food, right? We lean on food when we're upset, when we feel lonely. It's like a comfort thing, right? But now it's like I can still lean on my comfort, but it's not doing anything negative for me. It's only doing positive things, man. So seriously, if you still at this point in time, maybe you stumbled across this video just for this recipe and you don't really know about the anabolic diet, the anabolic lifestyle, go back, watch some of my other videos because I cover exactly how this all works. And if you can wrap your head around it, it's really easy to do, protein and calories. But if you just give this a solid try for 1 week, I guarantee, man, it can change everything. And when I say that, I mean it. Real talk, man. This is, it's almost like magic, but it ain't. But it is. Final bite. And if you have the RJF recipe book, link in description. This recipe's in there. All the recipes are in there. The entire diet and a little handy guide that's right in your pocket. It's right here, bud. This cookbook, even though it is mine, is the best thing I ever decided to do because anytime I want something, I'm at the store and I go, what's on the menu for this week? Do I want chicken and noodles, pizza, ice cream? Okay, let me look at the, okay, I need this, and this with these exact quantities. I know what I gotta buy. I know how many calories in it. I know the exact macros down to the gram, fat, protein, carbs, fiber. So if you want a little tool to put on your belt, that way you can start making this type of magic happen in your kitchen, check it out, man. You get one time, you get every future recipe for free. And if you want to work with me in any capacity, I'm a personal trainer, RemingtonJaysFitness.com. You can read all about it there, man. I can coach you, but I'm gonna tell you right away, man, I'm a little bit of a jerk when it comes to coaching because if you give me any excuses, I'm gonna tell you straight up that you're being a whiny little baby. You gotta get your act together. So if you're a snowflake and you don't like it when someone tells you that maybe you're slipping a little bit, don't even bother, bud, because it ain't worth your time, it ain't worth my time. Comment anything down below. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Let me know what you want to see, videos, whatever. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We got new recipes dropping all the time, nutritional videos. I got some meal prep stuff coming up. Show you guys how to do like whole meal plan, everything. I'm gonna show you how to do all of it. So subscribe, hit that bell, stay locked in because we're doing big things around here, man. Appreciate you guys as always. And until next time, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. All right, I gotta get the cheesecake out of the oven. Woo!